What is up, my people? Welcome back to DVDs, Nuts, and Popcorn. You are riding with Tight White. I want to say welcome back, all my Goodwill hunters. And I also want to give a shout out to my Dollar Tree dorks out there. Yes. Apparently one of my Dollar Tree people got his panties in a bunch, attacked me in the comment section of the last video, said I was childish for having DVDs Nuts in the title of my name, my YouTube channel's name. This is the same guy who has as an avatar, a yellow Pokemon car. Yeah, you really out-adulted me there, let me tell you. Furthermore, I just want to say this, it's 10 a.m. on a weekday, and I'm sipping Starbucks, wearing $200 sunglasses, out here hunting DVDs and Blu-rays and video games, while you're sitting behind some computer screen at a desk pushing a pencil all day.
Yeah, I believe you have my stapler.
Welcome to my childish life. Now, I have a bone to pick. A very serious bone to pick, again, with Dollar Tree. Oh, you know what? Let me say this first, before we get into that. Now, and by the way, I can't cuss during the first 2 minutes. That's like YouTube's policy or whatever. They block you. So, back when I used to do food reviews on this channel, I had a bad habit of putting my damn pinky out when I would drink something. Even eating stuff, I would have my pinky out sometimes. So, in multiple videos, I had to put rubber band on my pinky to keep it intact so I wouldn't look like an idiot. So I'm not going to say that that's like an attention deficit disorder type of deal, but I did notice in the last video I definitely have ADD. So I continue to do this throughout the whole video. I adjust my glasses, I adjust the brim on my hat, and it was driving me crazy. So what we're going to do is, especially if you're watching this at nighttime, we're going to play the shot game. If I adjust my glasses or I adjust my hat, you got to take a shot. Now, I'm not going to try to get you too drunk. I'm going to try to curtail my activity doing that, okay? I'm not going to get you drunk on purpose. So I'm going to work on not doing that anymore. That's going to be the game. All right, so that being said, Dollar Tree has this weekly wow promotion, right? I got to figure something to do with my hands now that I'm going to be adjusting stuff. So they advertise this weekly wow on the front of the store. Now, it could be Christmas ornaments, party supplies, solar lights, you name it. They change it up every week. It's advertised on the front of the store, like I said. And when you walk in the Dollar Tree, it's front and center in a weekly wow display. Whatever that weekly wow is will be displayed in that little area right there. So I'm walking in my Goodwill. There's a Dollar Tree next to it. I see the advertisement promoted, weekly wow, DVDs and Blu-rays. So right then and there, I know they got a new drop. Some people call it a new wave. Some people call it a new drop. I call it a new dump. But whatever you call it, they got new DVDs and Blu-rays in. And so now we can sift through the shitty collection or selection they have. So after I go in Goodwill, I go in Dollar Tree to check it out. And by the way, this happens all the time. I'm not just giving you one example. I can't remember if I mentioned that. I walk in the front door. I look in the wow display. And it's empty. There's nothing there at all. Either that or it's half empty and half of it has some kind of product that has nothing to do with the weekly wow whatsoever. So what do? I go grab one of these 16-year-old meth head chicks that works there. And I say, hey, where the hell is the weekly wow at? You should have seen the dumb look on her face. You should have seen the way she was looking at me, guys. It was almost as if I asked her how to solve world hunger. Sir, I wanted to grab her and shake her like abusive parents do to babies. And by the way, weekly wow I just love that. Because, you know, when I'm at my local Dollar Tree and I'm looking through the selection of DVDs and Blu-rays that they have, the first word that comes to my mouth is, wow. No, actually, you know what? Every time that I walk in a Dollar Tree, I say, wow, this motherfucker sucks. So yeah, that does make sense. Let me give you guys an example here. Okay? Let's just pretend for a minute here. So let's say that McDonald's, because fast food restaurants love to do this. They name these meal specials after whack-ass rappers, right? So let's say that McDonald's comes out with a gluten-free, you already know I'm loving it, a gluten-free bun burger called the Lil Baby Burger. And by the way, shout out to Lil Baby. Shout out to Lil Baby because that's real original. I don't think I've ever heard the word Lil in a rapper name before. Good job. Really good job there. That's kind of an in-between. I don't know. I might have saved you a shot there. So, the Lil Baby Burger's out. I'm driving. I'm cruising on the freeway. I see the big Golden Arches sign. Underneath it on the marquee, it says, Lil Baby Burgers, 99 cents. Limited time only. Gluten-free buns. Man, I don't even wait for the exit. I drive directly off the freeway, risking life and limb. Bam! I'm there. I'm at the drive-thru. Yeah, sir. How may I help you today? Yeah, I'm going to take 35 Lil Baby Burgers. Sir, we're not serving those right now. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, it's a hot item, right? Man, you guys sold out. Kind of like the chicken sandwich at Popeyes, right? No, sir. We have the ingredients here. We just really haven't felt like getting around to making them. What the fuck? Now, you and I know that shit ain't gonna happen. Why? Because McDonald's is a well-oiled machine. Because there's systems in place. Lord forbid that Dollar Tree have any kind of corporate structure. Lord forbid that Dollar Tree have any kind of systems or policies and procedures in place. Here you go, Dollar Tree. Here's your weekly wow right here. 2 of them, motherfucker.
dicks in me.
Hey, hell no!
All right, what is up, everybody? We're back with the recap portion of the video. Now, we're going to break this into two parts, this video. First is going to be all the cool stuff that I picked up the past couple of weeks. I got a box of horror movie porn right here. And the second part, we're going to jump into my local Dollar Trees and see if we can find the shittiest movies ever made so I can send them to my homeboys, all right? Well, we'll talk about that in a little while. Let's get into the good stuff here. Let me take a sip of my Mickey D's coffee. Starbucks line was so fucking long. Nothing wrong with McDonald's coffee. It's good. All right, now you might be asking yourself, why watch your recap portion of the video? I've already seen what you picked up on the live Goodwill hunting feed or video, right? Well, because I don't show you everything that I found. You see, that's where I outsmart you. There's some surprises in this box that you guys don't even know about. Plus, you might want to hear me talk again. Of course you want to hear me talk again. I kick some illuminating type of shit, right? All right, now, here we go. Let's get into the movies here. I'll try not to well, whoops, almost blew that. By the way, take a shot. There you go. All right, we'll save those for last, since those are the things I picked up today, and those will be the surprises. All right, so due to contractually, I can't say anything about the movies that are in this set right here, because on the 23rd, hopefully I'm getting that date right, we're going to rank all the Halloween movies, me and my boys, RetroTiburon, Zomberry, Ty Lord. We're going to rank every single Halloween movie from worst to best. So I'm not going to tell you. There's 3 movies, I will tell you that, on here. You have H2O, Resurrection, and The Curse of Michael Myers. In no particular order there, because I was reading those backwards, I think. But anyway, yeah, I can't say anything about it. Oh, you might be wondering. So I got this at Walmart. You saw the footage. So when I was, the Walmart movies are so cheap, and I got a problem with Walmart just like Dollar Tree. I'm opening the cellophane to the movie, and I tear the actual, this part, the actual plastic. I ripped the whole plastic off of half of it on accident. And I was being careful too. So actually I got this idea to use an Xbox. Oh shit, why is that loose already? To grab an Xbox 360 case that looks like Ghostbuster green ooze, you know what I'm saying? To put, and I might do this with some of my other Halloween movies. I think it kind of looks cool. But anyway, again, I can't talk about these because you're going to hear my, if you go over to my Mr. Tight White channel, you'll be able to see that on the 23rd of this month. All right, next up here. All right, this is a banger right here. This is an out-of-print Blu-ray that's worth $50. This had just came out on the cart. Got that for $3.99. I don't know why I said cent. Near Dark. Now, this movie has 2 of my favorite people in the history of movies, Lance Hendrickson and Bill Paxton. I mean, that's like having Chuck Norris and Clint Eastwood in a horror movie together. Absolutely incredible vampire flick. Really enjoyed this one. I can't believe it's worth $50. It's pretty crazy. I'm on the fence. I might not keep that, guys. I already have a box set of this. I don't think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to sell it. Somebody's got to pay for these dollar movies. All right, now. No, that's a shitty movie that Tyler sent me. I can't show that yet. Now, one of my subscribers from my other channel, but I'm not sure if he subscribed or not. The name said Jonathan G. It was sent to my P.O. box. So I don't know what is up with this, but he sent this to me, Unbreakable, and I actually needed this for my collection. So that was really cool. Thank you, Jonathan G. I appreciate that, brother. All right, so that was from Walmart, that Halloween set. I bought this off of, because I didn't own all of them, so to do the ranking stream, I needed to purchase some of these. So I bought this off of eBay. I think I got this for $4.44 free shipping, which is pretty insane. Halloween 3. Now again, I can't talk about these, but I will say that this is the only one that doesn't have Michael Myers in it. It's a completely different film than all the other Halloween movies. Next up, now I have a, I want to say it's an 8 movie set for Saw. So I basically picked this up for one of my boys. If we ever do the Saw series, if we ever rank these on my Mr. Tywhite channel, it's got the slippity slip cover. I'll probably just give this to one of my boys if they need it. I hate that Walmart sticker right there. I mean, I know Goof Off and Goo Gone get these off, but I don't know if you can do it on... Actually, this is a pretty glossy cover. Maybe I can get that sticker off. I don't know. Maybe I'll play with it. But yeah, cool set right here. Not bad at all. Paid $2 for that. All right, let's just get into this now. This is the only... I think this is the only... Well, there might be an action movie, but this is a totally different movie than all the movies that I normally pick up. So this is called Last Days. This is a Gus Van Sant movie. Gus Van Sant has some, he has some big blockbuster movies, but he also has these independent films, smaller movies like Elephant. Elephant is the, I don't know if to say it was inspired by, but it's kind of like, it's basically Columbine, the Columbine murders, high school murders, but, you know, it has different characters in it. They're basically retelling the Columbine murders, but I guess he's not allowed to because he can get sued or something like that. So he basically just gives the characters different names and changes it up a little bit. But essentially, it's Columbine. Now, but yeah, Elephant was an awesome movie. But anyway, this is Last Days. He did the same thing with this. This is supposed to be the last days of Kurt Cobain before he commits suicide with the shotgun, self-inflicted gunshot murder or suicide. And this movie is it's a really abstract, art house type of film. Almost when you're watching this movie, you feel like you're looking in the window at someone's home, or you're like a fly in the wall, almost like it's very documentary-ish. Now, from my understanding, none of the music is actually like Kurt Cobain's or Nirvana's, but I really enjoy some of the music in this. You really get the sense that Kurt Cobain is a genius. They do a really good job of displaying that. I don't know how, but, well, I will say there is some music during this that sounds really cool. I don't know where they got the music from, but I don't know, man. This is not for everybody. I can't recommend this for everybody, but it's a real cool original film. He does something where, I'm sure directors have done this before, but I found it fascinating for some reason, where you're watching part of the movie, and let's say they're in the house, and, you know, there's a party going on, and people are talking in the living room, and maybe somebody gets up and goes into the kitchen area, and he's talking to Kurt Cobain in the kitchen area, but the other guy follows behind, but he doesn't go down the corridor to the kitchen. He just watches his friend go down there. So he's kind of wondering what's going on over there. And then a few scenes later, you're seeing the kitchen scene and them talking. But I don't know. I just find that kind of fascinating. But, you know, I enjoyed it for what it's worth. All right, next up, this is an upgrade for me. I think I got this for 75% off. So I paid like 75 cents for this. Steel Book Dog Soldiers. One of the best werewolf movies of all time. Very cool. So I own the regular copy of this, so I'll give my other copy away to one of my friends, or maybe we'll give it away in a giveaway. All right, now, next up. We got a Claude Van Damme collection here. We got Hard Target, Lionheart, Sudden Death, and The Quest. All classics. I think I paid $1 for this. Might have been 75 cents. They come in multiple discs. I hate the ones that come in one disc. It drives me nuts for some reason. All right, this is piling up a little bit here on me. All right, and then I found lots of sets here, guys. Very happy finding this. Tremors Attack Pack. I believe I paid $2 for this. Tremors is a very underrated series as far as a franchise. And what I mean by that is, you know, we did the ranking of the Friday the 13th movies recently, and a lot of people think, oh yeah, there were a few good movies in the Friday the 13th, but overall it's a shit series. No, on the contrary, if you watch all the movies in the series, it's quite arguably that half of the movies, or even more than half of the movies, are really good movies. So you got to be careful when you just say, oh no, that's a shit series. Tremors has a lot of good movies in the series as well. And another set, I think I paid $2 for this. We have Cabin Fever. We have Cabin Fever 2, which is supposed to be terrible. And then we have The Descent 1 and The Descent 2, which are both good movies. I've seen both of those. I've seen Cabin Fever as well. Eli Roth. I only saw the beginning of Cabin Fever. This is multi-disc as well. The beginning of Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever, it just looked horrible. And I've heard horrible things about it. All right, let's get into the stuff I found today. I got 75% off on this, so I paid less than $1. Hatchet 2, Adam Green's Hatchet 2. Very cool little franchise. Brought back the slasher film to a new generation, I think. And I think there's 3 of these. All of them are really highly enjoyable in my opinion. You guys are going to laugh at this. I've never seen any of the Starship Trooper movies. But I got this for 75% off, so paid under $1 for the whole trilogy. Starship Troopers, the trilogy. Look how cheesy that cover looks. I'm assuming this movie gets super cheesy as the series transgresses. All right, let me see if there's anything else to show you. Yeah, I got one more thing, and then we'll jump in the Dollar Tree and see what shitty movies we can find. Speaking of shitty movies, and this will be a great transition, so my boy Ty Lord sent me this for FilmFuckery. Now, just to let you guys know, you know, so it's kind of a hobby for us to send shitty movies to each other. RetroTiburon started it. You know, some guys have, their hobby is golf or bowling or croquet. Our hobby is sending shitty movies to each other. Go figure. But anyway, he sends me this 4-pack here. I actually went on IMDb and wrote down all the ratings to tell you how bad these movies are. So we got Kraken, Tentacles of the Deep, Howling 4. And by the way, Howling 4 finds itself on almost every horrible 4 film set that was ever created. I don't know what the deal is with it. Maybe there's no copyright with this fucking movie. That's what I'm assuming. Maybe it's fan, whatever you call, where you can make a fan can make a movie out of it. I don't know what the deal is, but it's in every 4. If there's a 4 shitty movie selection, it's part of that selection. Next up, we have Night Shadow and Raging Sharks. So here's the rundown on the... So Kraken was a 3.7. Raging Sharks is a 2.6. Howling is a 3.5. And Night Shadow is a 3.8. Out of 10, by the way. So, that's that. All right, now, it's time to go into Dollar Tree and see. Basically, we're trying to find, if I were to take a shit, and then my shit took a shit, and then my shit took another shit, that's the type of shit I'm trying to find in Dollar Tree right now to send my boys. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, we're back. It almost seemed like 2 minutes ago I was here with you guys. The magic of YouTube. Unbelievable. Hey, I want to give a shout out before I start showing you some of these shitty movies to Victor Torres. He's one of my Dollar Tree dorks that actually has a good sense of humor. So shout out to Victor. All right, let's get into these movies here. And by the way, I keep doing this shit, covering my face and shit. The only reason I do that is because on my Mr. Tight White channel, my Goodwill video game hunting series, I show game footage on this side, so I'm very careful not to put the movie or the games over here. But on this channel, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to put movie footage or whatever. So I need to start showing the actual movies on the right side. All right, first up. Now, listen, I don't know who this... You know, I forgot my boy Zomberry when I was shopping, by the way. He sent me 5 of the most beat-up PS1 games I've ever seen in my life. They're free, and I did tell him I wanted them, but it was hard to see from the picture the condition of them. So I do appreciate it. I'm not trying to complain, but I also got to get him back. Maybe I'll send him some games that need to be resurfaced or something like that, or some shitty movies. So I still have to decide on that. But I don't know which one of these is going to Tiburon. And by the way, the joke with Tylord is this guy likes every movie that was ever made. So finding a movie that sucks to him is like finding the holy grail of shitty horror movies. Now, if any place can do it, it's Dollar Tree. So let's see what we got here. All right, first movie here is Lake Fear. I'm doing it again. Lake Fear, guys. So I looked all these up on IMDb. I'm going to quit saying IMDb. I'm just going to say the rating. The rating is out of 0 to 10, right, guys? Or maybe, I don't know if they do 0 points or whatever, but 1 to 10, let's say. So the rating on this movie is a 2.5. And that's a real shitty thing to do, is send someone part 3 of a series that they haven't even seen the first 2 movies. Tiburon with your Straight Out of Oakland 2. All right, next up. We got, I mean, this has got to be terrible. Generic ass cover. This is another movie that has to be horrible. Another movie in the 2s. By the way, I couldn't find any movies in the 1s, unfortunately. This movie was a 2.9. Fucking Selfie Man. I was reading the synopsis on this. I think if you take a selfie 13 times, this creature starts getting closer and closer and closer to you on the pictures. And the 13th picture you take, it consumes you or kills you. Next movie here, Zombie Massacre 2, Reich of the Dead. This is another 2 movie, 2.5 on this piece of shit. Oh yeah, my boys are gonna love these movies. And speaking of RetroTiburon with his fucking Straight Out of Oakland 2 movie he sent me, and holy fuck, I got a revelation for you guys. Straight Out of Oakland. I don't even want to tell you this news, guys. This is the craziest shit I think I've ever said on this channel. I'm trying to think of something that I can compare this to. Breaking news, something that happened that shocked the world. You know, something that shocked me. Like, I still remember when Magic Johnson announced that he had AIDS. That was huge back in the day. This is probably bigger than that. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but I think you guys get the point of what I'm saying. I looked this movie up on IMDb, just like all these other movies. IMDb says this is a 6.5 fucking movie. I cannot believe that shit. So what did I do? I opened the motherfucker up and I put it in my Xbox One and I watched the movie. They had the nerve to make this movie like an hour and 50 minutes. I watched an hour and 20 minutes and I shut it off. This is not a 6.5 rating, IMDb. You're out of your fucking mind. So first of all, this guy who looks like Kobe Bryant, he's like supposed to be he's their homie, but he's like the bad guy. He turns evil or whatever. And then you got the guy he bullies around all the time, like his worker. And then his cousin is this guy, the wannabe rapper. Every hood story is the same thing. It's the guy trying to get out of the ghetto by rapping, and his crew is committing crimes, and he's not trying to get in trouble. He's trying to do the right thing. But anyway, the reason why this movie doesn't work, this guy cannot fucking rap at all. Unbelievable. This guy is not believable as a bad guy or even a criminal. He's not hood. He's definitely studio gangster. There's an undercover cop in this movie whose undercover name is the same as his real name. This is the first time this has ever happened in the history of undercover work. Trust me. So I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Now, that revelation is nothing compared to what I'm going to tell you now. The movie that RetroTiburon sent me, Straight Out of Oakland 2, the movie that I made so much fun of, IMDb said it was a 7.6. Can we have a moment of silence? Fuck, man. I don't even know what's going on. I am in the Twilight Zone right now. All right, final 3 movies here. We got, anytime you see a washed up rapper on the cover of a Dollar Tree movie, it's gonna be shit. This was a 3.6 rating. It's also known as Lady Rider. Movies with multiple names are usually shitty as well. Don't pull up next to me, miss. All right, next up here we have Redwood Massacre. Oh yeah, my boys are gonna have fun watching these movies. This is a 3.2. It's supposed to be a really gory movie, so I might be sending them something they like there. I'm not sure. And this is a Sasquatch movie, so I know if I send it to Tylord, he's gonna love it no matter what. Monstrous. I got a 3.7 rating. All right, that's it, guys. That's the end of the video. Thanks for checking out the new video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got a kick out of it. Got a laugh. Got pissed off. Whatever. All right, guys. Good luck out there on the hunt. I hope you guys find out, or not find out, but find what you're looking for, whether it's DVDs, Blu-rays, Laserdisc, 4K, whatever your preference is. Hope you guys find what you're looking for. And I'll see you guys in the next video.